A lot of people talk about how black people have an outsized impact on culture. I would argue that they are American culture, right? Every good part of American culture comes originally from black people. Our economic foundation, if you read The Half Has Never Been Told by Edward Baptiste, it talks about how in the 1800s and the 1900s, we really benefited from heavily subsidized, essentially free labor, right? Slavery's impact cannot be understated in our ability to grow this nation at such a rapid rate. We owe them everything, right? And from slavery, from that comes all of the modern music we love, right? The blues, jazz, all born out of a time when black people had no hope for the future, right? So they would sing, and all of that became the music that is loved internationally. If you go anywhere in the world, the American music that people are listening to all comes from black people, right? So when there's any controversy about this Juneteenth, I really want people to think long and hard about where this country would be without black people. Essentially nowhere, right? We definitely wouldn't be cool, right? Well, you wouldn't be able to go to a cafe in Amsterdam or a nightclub in Bangkok and listen to things that are familiar to you. All of that is due to black people.
And it's crazy how y'all be like, black Americans have no culture. But them Japanese niggas just brought out Magic City. They brought Magic City. What did y'all say we don't have any culture? Then everybody in the fucking club was cosplaying a black person. I damn near thought I seen myself in the crowd. Like, what? Y'all cannot be serious to say we have no culture. That is our culture.
White people, what the hell is y'all culture? I ain't never heard a white person say, it's for the culture. It's my culture.
Look, let me help you out. White culture is American culture. I'm sorry to say it, but white culture is American culture. And you won't ever hear white culture or people that's in it say, this is for the culture. Why? Because saying this is for the culture is slang. And we know white culture doesn't use slang. It's not that hard.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So a lot of Africans and immigrants keep saying this word. Like I just keep seeing it everywhere on social media, why they keep saying that black American culture or black people actually do not have a culture. And I just keep wondering, how can you say black folks had no culture, like black Americans have no culture? And every one of them, you know, keeps saying it with all manner of boldness. And right now, black Americans are reacting to it, and a lot of them are calling out this BS that, you know, comes out from the mouth of many immigrants. Well, I have other clips I gather for you guys. I'm just going to let them roll. Then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of these videos. Please do well to like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop your own take in the comment section as we watch together. Let's go watch.
Somebody has said that African Americans don't have a culture. Okay, well, I'm going to take on that challenge because Mr. Mann's asked for systems, traditions, taboos, the foundation. All right, come on, start with systems. All right, well, we have the village system, right? Where aunties, play cousins are all raised at Big Mama's house, right? At Gigi's house, right? At Granny's house. We all raised right alongside the parents, right? Their children. It's one big family village. It's one big village. That is a system of survival when America tried to break our families apart. Second system, call and response, right? In church, in music, in conversation, call and response. When one voice calls, the community answers. This is how we affirm each other, how we build rhythm within our community. Now you want taboos. All right, disrespecting your elders. The last thing you're about to do is walk up in Granny's house and I'll take them shoes off and I'll announce yourself and greet everybody. And you sure as hell ain't about to talk crazy to no elder. You don't cross no elder. That's cultural law. Another taboo, getting too cozy and friendly with authority. See, we have always known that police and state do not protect us. So being a snitch or trusting white authority a little too much, that's taboo. And this is ancestral knowledge that's been passed down. Passed down out of survival. And you want traditions, baby, the black church, hello. It ain't just about the religion, it's music, it's community, it's fashion, it's politics. It's where a lot of our ancestors went to get healing. And I'm talking about emotional and mental healing from a world they had to walk around in telling them that they're not good enough. Doing everything in its power to make sure they don't survive where they could come to church and get their spirits built back up. Baby, that's tradition. Even though I am no longer a Christian and I have deconstructed my Christianity, you best believe I feel right at home at a black church. Best believe it. And I go every now and again just so I can keep that community because, baby, that's tradition. That's what we do. And then, of course, soul food is Sunday dinner. Don't nobody leave a black church or a black home hungry. Absolutely not. Recipes passed down since slavery, baby. Collard greens, black-eyed peas, ham hocks, pig's feet, cornbread. And yes, baby, fried chicken. All tradition. All part of our culture, straight from our tables. Let's talk about language. African American vernacular English, Bookie. A full language system with rules and grammar. Same way Haitian Creole is for Haiti, right? Yeah, we got AAVE. Words like lit, salty, woke, bae, that's us. And what's crazy is the whole world speaks our tongue and don't give us credit for it. Let's talk about music. Blues, gospel, jazz, hip-hop, R&B, soul, rock and roll. Country, hell, it's all ours. Entire industries. Whole industries, entire global genres birthed out of Black America, baby, that's culture. Want to talk about some style, baby, from braids to fades, from sneaker culture to streetwear, baby, that's us. Our aesthetics have influenced the planet. Yeah, and let's talk about that little slick comment about the civil rights movement being dead. Let's be clear, the civil rights movement did not die, it evolved. The 50s and 60s had marches and sit-ins. The 70s had Black Power. The 80s and 90s fought mass incarceration. And today we got Black Lives Matter, bail funds, and grassroots organizations. Same struggle, just different strategies. Because rights on paper don't equal rights in practice. Ain't shit was handed to us. We fought for that. And we're still fighting. We fight every generation to enforce our rights. Here he's talking about some Black Americans ain't got no foundation. Baby, survival is our foundation. Building a culture that influences the globe out of scraps, that's our foundation. Resilience, collective care, joy as resistance, and creating whole worlds out of nothing. That is our foundation. So the next time somebody want to say African Americans ain't got no culture, y'all remember to remind them. Our systems are alive, our taboos are enforced, our traditions feed us, and our foundation is unshakable. And the only reason y'all think we don't have a culture and don't see it is because it's so normalized. Every one of y'all is partaking in it every damn day. Y'all done forgot where it came from. The whole world's living in our culture, baby.
So y'all know I love a healthy debate, right? So I've been coming across this clip, and I'm gonna play it for you.
African Americans in this country are the only groups, they have no culture.
Now this is trending on TikTok right now. A lot of African Americans are upset because he's saying that African Americans do not have culture. Now when I first saw the clip of this, I was like, wait, we do have culture. Where the fuck you think hip hop, jazz, and all that other stuff came from? We got culture. So I went back to the original video and I watched the whole thing. And this is why he says we don't have culture.
Name two value systems in the African American culture.
Value
Name,
system?
yes. Name two taboos in the African American culture system. Name two traditions, by the way, in the African American culture system. There is no value.
Now, we all receive information differently. The way that I took it, I fully understand what he said. Because when you have Africans, when you have Chinese people, when you have Puerto Ricans, they all pretty much have their own culture. You meet anyone from that culture in the family, a lot of similarities they all have. As African Americans, you meet different African Americans, we have different beliefs, we have different ways of living, we raise our children differently. Now granted, we do have community things that we can all connect on, but if we were to unify as one culture, not music, not clothing, not slang, but as like the Chinese, Africans, if we were just to unify, he's kind of right.
How y'all doing? This is Raekwon Diamond Kamal, and I'm here to speak with you today about African American culture. Okay? Every so often, I will see a video run across my social media feed where a foreigner is asking an African American, what is African American culture? And unfortunately, when the African American is asked this question, it appears they have an issue or a problem answering this question. And I believe I know why. You see, since African Americans were brought to this country, we didn't feel as if we belonged. We didn't feel like as if we were a part or accepted as Americans. So I believe that subconsciously, when asked this question, the first thing we do is remove ourselves as American and remove ourselves from the culture. But this is the fact, truth, and reality about this situation. American culture is African American culture, and African American culture is American culture. You see, you have to understand one thing. We have been here since before the founding of this country, during the founding of this country, and we are still here influencing this culture. You see, we have helped to develop the technology, the economy, build the buildings. We have influenced the music of America, the clothing of America, the arts in America. We have influenced the food in America. We have influenced science, technology, you name it. We were a part of developing what we call the American culture. So if someone was to call and ask me that question, I would not have a problem. I would simply describe everything that is involved with being an American, because we help to develop the culture in America. Okay? So, my brothers and sisters, when asked that question, don't separate yourself from being American. It's okay. You can be proud of your African heritage. We can also be proud to be an American and describe American culture. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Juneteenth, football, sports, jazz, basketball, hip hop, you name it. And for those who feel that we don't have a culture, hope you enjoy listening to our music. Hope you enjoy wearing football jerseys or sports jerseys or whatever jerseys or clothing or style of clothing that you may be wearing at that time, because African Americans help to influence the very thing you may be singing, wearing, using, or eating. For my African American brothers and sisters, I hope that helps you out. I hope that explains some things to foreigners who feel like we don't have a culture. This is our culture. American culture is African American culture, and African American culture is American culture. The same as the other racial groups that in America, we have all participated in creating the American culture. So don't ask me that question. I'm not going to have a problem answering it for you. In the meanwhile, love yourselves and love each other. Take care of yourselves. And for those who don't agree, you already know I don't care, right? Anyway, take care of yourselves. Talk to you later.
Hey, the only reason people get on here and try to say black Americans ain't got no culture is because we don't have our own language, you feel me? When you look at the whole diaspora of black people, most of them got their own language, you feel me? And they try to use that to separate themselves from us and try to act like they're on a pedestal above black Americans, you feel me? When in reality, they try to dress like us, talk like us, walk like us, play sports like us. You know, everything we do, the world does, you feel me? And why is that if we don't got no culture? Like, make it make sense, you feel me? But that's the main reason, you feel me? When you look at these people from South Africa, Canada, the UK, France, wherever, they speak in their own language, you feel me? So with us, we speaking the white man language, they feel like that cancels everything out. Pretty fucking hilarious if you ask me.
When you look at it, right, so much of what the world sees as American actually comes from black people in America. Music, jazz, blues, rock, hip-hop, all born from black creativity. Fashion, styles, trends, and swagger, all start in the black community, then it goes global. Food, from soul food to barbecue traditions to recipes to flavors, all rooted in our history. Even the way America talks, dances, and entertains, the blueprint come from us. So when people say American culture, they might not understand they're talking about something built, shaped, and heavily influenced by black culture. Black culture is American culture, and the world wouldn't be the same without it. But I don't know. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree. Maybe I'm just chatting.
I also found that a lot of people are actually claiming some of the things that, came out of black culture. And a lot of them don't even know, you use people's culture without even knowing that you are literally using what belongs to them. And a lot of them just keep claiming what belongs to black folks. And now black people are teaching them exactly what their culture is. I saw a very big influencer also on social media who was saying that black people have no culture, black Americans have no culture, and their culture is African culture. But black Americans have come out to say that their culture is no African culture at all. That you cannot be, saying that their culture is, African's culture. And to think that a lot of people say African American instead of saying black Americans, all of this have made black folks, come out to educate a lot of people. Well, let's take a look at the comment section of this video. So someone said, our culture is not African culture. We are not African. We are Americans. Remember, this is our motherland. Okay, and that's the reality, right? A lot of them are born in America. Some of them, their forefathers were brought into the US, but that does not necessarily mean that they come from wherever you guys think that they come from. Okay, so for the fact they all grew up in the US, because most times they ask you, where's your grandmother from? Where's your grandfather from? Once your grandmother is from the US, then officially you are a citizen. So now they are not telling people that this is who we are. You cannot be painting us as other people. So this one said America is only a superpower because of the blood, sweat and tears of the black man, woman, boys and girls. We built this country for free. Okay, and this one said black culture is separate from Africa. You all need to stop watching these African channels. Some of them just be saying stuff. Please watch my channel. Don't leave my channel, I beg you. Watch my channel, please. Don't leave my channel for any reason, okay? Black American FBA is not, I repeat, not African culture. That is why they are teetering to Black Americans culture, okay? And this one said, no, we are not a part of the American culture. It was the American culture. I don't even understand what this comment is saying. Another person went ahead and said almost all of the inventions were done by Black people. Stoplight, okay, cotton gin, automobile, electricity, powering, electricity in cities. It is hard to think of inventing something if you never, okay, did the work. Needless to say, a lot of inventions were never credited to person, okay, who invented them, okay, and which is Black Americans. Another one said Black Americans created the American swagger that the rest of the world craves and try to emulate. Black culture is American culture. I've actually seen a lot of people actually say that Black culture is literally American culture. A lot of people actually learned, you know, most of these things from Black Americans, but somehow they hardly credit all of this to Black Americans who they got these ideas from. Instead, they say, oh, it was a white folk or something that actually invented it, instead of saying the truth where they got the ideas from. Anyway, guys, I would love to hear your own take too. Okay, let's have the last comment. This one say Black Americans are the culture. We don't have African culture. If we had the same culture, we would see various ideations of it all over Africa, like we do from state to state in America. We only see Africans copying that what we do not create. Okay, we do creating it. It's really annoying that everyone covet or identify our heritage while I don't understand why trying to, you know, convince us that we have no culture. We are the culture. Stop trying to twist yourself into our story. Anyway, you got it, you heard it, okay? Stop trying to twist yourself into the story. Black Americans actually do have a culture, and everyone just have to know that they do have a culture. You guys try so much, okay, to discredit them and make it look like they have no culture, they have nowhere they are coming from. I've seen videos that actually triggers a lot of people, but somehow Black Americans no longer care if you guys say this or that. Like, they are done and used to all of this. Anyway, guys, let me know what your own take are in the comment. I really love to read from you guys. Please do well to like and subscribe, and credit belongs to original creators of these videos. I look forward to seeing all of my next. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you all next time. Bye, guys.